Hi, here is Professor Nilesh Kumar Sharma. Good morning and welcome all again to this particular interesting discussion on biological system and machine system. I have discussed in some other videos previously that what are the differences and similarities between biological cell and artificial cell or machine-based cell or system. Today, I would like to give you insight and very interesting definition on what are the codes, C-O-D-E-S. Codes are in biological system and codes are in machine system. So whenever I refer machine system, it includes artificial intelligence enabled system like mobile phone, computer, laptop, or any other forms of machine. Okay. So that is where the biological codes for biological system and machine codes for all these machine in the form of mobile phone, laptop, computer, and many more. So the whole point is the existence of biological codes and machine codes on this universe or on the earth, whether it drives the whole everything, including animal, humans, bacteria, plant, or even artificial non-living system, right? So whether these codes are actually driving the whole universe or the earth or the earth, that is interesting and unanswered questions. And today I will define what can be interpreted as code, COD, that is relevant for both biological and machine system. Okay? So first we have to understand the biological system, right? Those are not to the field of biology. So the biological systems are made up of one cell, two cell, 10 number of cell, or billions of cell, like human system, or trillions of cell. So the biological systems are made up of the tiny, small cell system. And what is this cell, right? So these cells, if you look at, that can be in the form of, if I define here, sometimes we refer it as, okay, made up of genetic code, like if you look at here, ATGC, right? We know. We can also refer it as sometime nowadays epigenetic codes like chromatin, histone protein, and many more. So it's a whole chemistry is there, right? Then sometime we can also refer it as chemical codes, like how the enzymes may work, how protein may work, and many more system, right? So these codes, whether genetic codes or epigenetic codes or chemical codes, that are creating the biological system or biological cell to work with environment, to work with our surrounding where we live, right? So in a sense, what we can say, these various forms of codes actually performs functions, right? For example, I say exchange of biological data, like one cell is is interacting with other cell is interacting with their surrounding or environment, yes. Sometimes we also refer it as storage of data. Storage like memory, emotion, etc. That can be stored in the biological cell system. Transfer, it can be also happen. Communication of or communication with other biological systems, right? So my dear friend, all these codes, if you understand, is driven by something is there, right? You can say chemistry, you can say physical environment, you can say sometime unknown things, right? Where we cannot see or we are not able to see, but these codes are driven, right? Now, if you will look at to the other side, that is machine system, right? Machine, computer, or mobile phone, or any other system you can say. So, or internet also you can say, where it is connected with the help of various other computer or the mobile phone system, or artificial intelligence driven things. So, if you look at the codes here, look at here, right? So these codes nowadays we say password, okay? Password, that can do wonder, right? Any computer can be opened, can be closed by the help of password. Any machine can be opened, can be controlled by the help of password, right? Other things nowadays is also in the form of like, if you look at here, it's very interesting to make OTP. OTP, OTP is highly relevant to each and every one. So all the machine system can only or can run by the help of OTP, correct? So either OTP or the password or any other codes, those are driving the machine system is very critical. So the question is, who controls all these codes for all these machine system? One more example I would like to quote here. The importance of OTP or the importance of password is so immense, so critical, you can understand. By even a wrong password, a wrong OTP, what consequences can happen to this universe, to this earth, that is really uh, understandable. So we cannot ignore the power of codes for all these machine systems, either in the form of OTP, either in the form of password. Everything is well connected, correct? Yes or no? So imagine one password fails, the whole internet access to any individual fails. There will be a consequences, right? So, these codes are driving the machine system along with the biological system, or you can say the human system, correct? So the question is, what are these codes? What is the meaning of codes? What are the definition of codes? Codes, I can say it is password. Codes, I can say these are the OTP in machine system. Or for the biological system, I can say codes are genetic codes. Codes are chemical codes. Codes are epigenetic codes, physical codes, and many more codes. But simple definition of the code that drive both human system or the biological system to the machine system, I have, and I'm proposing a very simple definition of the codes here. Okay. So the definition of the code is, in my point of view, this one. If you look at here, my dear friend, this is the biological system, we can see the plant or bacteria or you can say animal or human from outside, right? But what is inside the body system, what is inside the biological system is highly intriguing and fascinating. So the actual body system, if you look at the nano dimension, it appears like this. Okay. So the whole biological system appears like this. And if you look at the machine system, irrespective of mobile phone, what is the whole appearance, what we see, or the computer, what is inside the machine system, it is in the form of coded system, right? So these biological system or the machine system controlled by the codes, so the definition of codes are very important to understand the biological as well as the machine system, okay? So my dear friend, here is the definition. So what I think or what I propose for both biological and machine system, that is controlling whole universe or the earth or planet or the Mars or any other planet on this universe, is C refers here, that is creator. C for creator. In any religion, in any mythology, in any context, C can be creator. In Hindu mythology, referred as Lord Vishnu. O can be referred as operator. Okay, that is in Hindu mythology, Lord Brahma. D can be referred as destroyer, that is Lord Shiva, and E can be referred as everything on the earth, on this planet, on in this universe. Everything is controlled by this code system, that is CODE. And then questions can be many more questions in the mind. What will be the end of this universe? What will be the end of the earth? So what I think the codes are generated by the human, no doubt. Codes can be generated by the machine from one form to the other form. Password can be generated from one type to the other type, but these codes will forever exist in this universe in one form to the other form, right? And these codes will keep it on driving the biological system. It can be unicellular bacteria to the trillions of the cell in human body system, and also to the machine system where the codes are in place. And that will be in a balance. That will be forever. And that is what the whole, what I think, the definition of the code that is driving today, that will drive in future, that will drive forever these code systems, that is creator, operator, destroyer of everything. I believe that this will help us to understand how the human system or the biological system is going to merge with machine system, because both are working on the same concept, same code system, that is can be chemical code, that can be machine code, that can be password, that can be OTP, that can be anything, my dear friend. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope that you will have better understanding about the biological system and machine system. Thank you very much for listening. Keep connected.